It's about the land, the lifestyle, and the legacy. From one generation to the next, to farm a ranch is one of America's greatest treasures. Mason and Morse Ranch Company, real estate brokerage and auction services. We live it to know it.
You know, they advertise 345 days of sunshine a year here. I flew over here with a helicopter and took a good look from the sky, and we did Google Earth and those kind of things to see, you know, where the washes were and some of that kind of stuff, and then put things around in the right places, and it has worked really well. You know, my main function of the ranch, building the ranch properly, was that so it flowed. How we work our horses, how we care for our horses, that it made it easy, quick, and efficient for everything we did. I wanted it so I didn't have maintenance every day. I didn't have, you know, I wanted it to stay look like a desert place. I have green pastures. I wanted that part, and I wanted it to be a classy cowboy's place, to where people, when they came on here and left their horses here, they'd be proud they were with us, but also proud that they were able to be here in the facility. So this place is set up to flow, train a lot of horses, keep a lot of cattle, take great care of the horses, and make a profit. When we designed the arenas for reining for the Olympics and stuff, they had to be twice as long as they were wide, 300 foot by 150 foot. And in this arena, I can do working cow horse. This works really well for reiners, rope horses, any of that kind of stuff. We can do it all here. You know, I've got a square pen over there. It's about 130 by about 115 feet. It's almost square. So I use it like to practice for a show pen. So we put cows in the end of the pen. And then I've got my big round pen. It's 160 foot round. That pen allows you to go around and around, teach a horse to travel really good with a cow. You know, we're set up to where we have a good load and chute over there. It's easy for a big semi to get in here. When we're ready to load cattle for anything, we bring them into the round, like the cul-de-sac we have down there in the cow pasture. Then you can run them up here, and with all the gate systems we have, you can run them into any of the pens. I also have a pre-foot panel walk. Gosh, that thing saves us hours of exercise work. It exercises the horses, it warms them up, it cools them down, it keeps them in shape, it's a conditioner. It has so many good parts. It has polylast in the floor, kind of rubberized floor with the little shavings on top. Soon after the rain, we just take the shavings off, put some new shavings on, and away we go. Then I have a round breaking pen. It's 60 foot, and it's with MD panels, and it's really a good pen. You know, I had a really cool guy that I met. He came out and witched the place. Where he said was right there, it's a huge well. So we have one of the better wells in the whole valley area right here. So it really lends it to be able to do things like, you know, sprinkle our pastures and have plenty of water for the arenas and everything else we have. This barn here has 15 stalls in it. This is the barn that basically I have my show horses in. You know, we've got a 20-stall mare motel type barn out on this side. I've got a 4-stall stud barn, MD Barns, built for me over here. And then I have a 4-stall pre-foot barn. I also have 2 outside pens, we call our 6 stalls. There's some things that are special about this place that will always stay here and be wonderful they've been great for me, but they'll be wonderful for the next guy too.
I was born and raised in Colorado, spent most of my early life on ranches, put the ranch company together in 1968. Our 21st year is bringing a lot of great things to us. We're now signed up with Superior Livestock and their land division. We're also doing a lot of work with RFD-TV. I wake up every day looking forward to seeing a new part of the country, meeting some new people. It's an experience. We really look for people with an expertise in a certain field to have the knowledge about farming, ranching, or recreation properties. We've always based our company on living to know it. By enhancing our marketability with superior land and RFD-TV, we're able to express your passion to sell or buy a ranch. It also allows us to tell the story of your property, of your farm, ranch, or your recreational property. I'm Rob Van Pelt. Come watch our stories online or on TV.
You're watching Mason and Morse Ranch Company. We Live It to Know It property preview show. Go to ranchland.com for more property videos. Mason and Morse Ranch Company. We Live It to Know It farm, ranch, and recreational land property previews.
Carbon Peak Ranch is located 18 miles north of Gunnison, Colorado. The unique feature of Carbon Creek Ranch is that it ascends about 1/3 of the way up Carbon Peak. The ranch offers diversified habitat. Carbon Creek is a small trout fishery. The ranch also boasts Carbon Creek running through it for about 1 mile. Additionally, the ranch has stream water coming from Carbon Creek through 4 ditches. The ranch also provides an agricultural element with cattle grazing, providing a solid source of income. The property is home to mule deer, Rocky Mountain elk, black bear, and other Rocky Mountain species. The ranch has several aspen and pine groves that provide habitat and shelter for deer and elk. Carbon Peak Ranch retains a lot of its historic elements and is a recreation paradise not to be overlooked. What sets Mason and Morse Ranch Company apart from a lot of other firms is the experience we have, from boots on the ground to production and marketing capabilities. I grew up in Gunnison, Colorado. Our family raised livestock. Grew up putting up hay and irrigating and fixing fence and moving cows, and that background propelled me into an ag finance degree. Mason and Morse Ranch Company has a great team. Knowledge allows us to talk to people that are selling their ranch, or maybe they're buying a ranch, and we're able to understand what their goals and objectives are. So they're able to gain a level of comfort and understanding. Neat experience, you know, we live it to know it. My name is John Stratman. I'm a ranch real estate broker with Mason and Morse Ranch Company.
You're watching Mason and Morse Ranch Company. We Live It to Know It property preview show. Go to ranchland.com for more property videos. Mason and Morse Ranch Company. We Live It to Know It farm, ranch, and recreational land property previews.
One of the most beautiful blocks of contiguous deeded timberland in the western United States is now available. Bull Springs Skyline Forest sits in the heart of Oregon, on the eastern slope of the Cascade Mountains, 177 miles from Portland. 33,000 deeded acres. Stunning size, beauty, and proximity. Proximity to one of the fastest growing mountain towns in the United States. Bend, Oregon sits just 2 miles from the southern entrance to Bull Springs Skyline Forest. The scenic town of Sisters, Oregon sits just 5 miles from the northern entrance. Within 15 miles of the property is Mount Bachelor, known for exceptional skiing and its extended ski season. More than 80% of the landscape at Skyline Forest is dominated by timber, mostly ponderosa pine. And yes, there's water. There are many springs and creeks. Elevation ranges from 3,600 feet along Bull Springs Creek to 5,600 feet along the western boundary. Hunting the property remains a prized activity year-round. Central Oregon is the outdoor recreation capital of the Pacific Northwest. The Deschutes River carves its way through the region. Known for its world-class fly fishing, the Deschutes also offers whitewater rafting, kayaking, paddleboarding, and canoeing. Minutes away from Bull Springs are 3 championship golf courses, 3 among the more than 24 golf courses in the Central Oregon Golf Trail. Due to its historical significance, timber resources, watershed characteristics, habitat, and redevelopment potential, Bull Springs Skyline Forest has tremendous potential for a planned and layered conservation easement. And there's the real estate development potential for large acreage residential lots or a clustered development. It also presents an excellent value for recreation enthusiasts who seek a private retreat with stunning views and abundant wildlife. Wildlife, timber, water, recreation, and redevelopment potential right on the doorstep of the city of Bend, at the foot of the Cascade Mountains. This is truly a one-of-a-kind property. The opportunities are endless, and the time is now.
Hello folks, I am Zurich Labry with Mason and Morse Ranch Company.
Howdy, I'm Sherm Shanklin, Remax of Green Country, Farm and Ranch. Zurich, when I first heard you might have an opportunity to market this ranch, and me knowing about how good you are at team roping, I wanted to be on your team.
Well, that sounds like a great idea, Sherm. We may have to figure out who's going to head and who's going to heel.
I'm going to let you head, and I'm going to be on the tail end. So let's get after it.
That sounds great.
The 130 acres with the executive home is located in northeast Oklahoma in the very northwest corner of Delaware County, between Tulsa, Oklahoma and Joplin, Missouri, right off Interstate 44, just east of Veneta, Oklahoma, south of Afton, Oklahoma, or north of Ketchum, Oklahoma and Grand Lake, with over 1,300 miles of shoreline. The property has highway frontage on State Highway 85.
Also included with this 5,000 square foot estate home, we have separate guest quarters, a beautiful pool with an entertainment area and a hot tub. If you are a cattle enthusiast, you can run 60 to 80 head of mama cows. We have a great indoor working facility that would have a cement floor, adjustable snake with squeeze chute. In addition to that, we have a 2,000-foot grass runway if you like to land your airplane here. We have a beautiful horse barn with 6 indoor stalls, a hayloft area, and 2 ponds to complement the property. It's not about the number of properties that you sell, it's about the number of people that you help. So I was raised on the back of a horse, ranching situations in cow-calf operations. You know, I've learned a lot about the farming sector. I was around it my whole life, and it's been a great opportunity to learn from farmers and then deal with the ranching families that I've grown up knowing since I was a kid. One thing that Morse Ranch Company does extremely well is when it comes to marketing properties. You know, they understand the internet, they understand how folks get on the internet and search for properties. The owners of this company are genuine. When they shake your hand and tell you, you know, how something's going to be, then that's the way it is. It's great to work with folks that have a common background, that have common beliefs, and the character of folks that you know that you want to work with. So my name is Zurich Labry. I work for Mason and Morse Ranch Company. Our philosophy is live it to know it.
Experience is what counts. Mason and Morse Ranch Company agents offer more than 133 years experience in farm, ranch, and recreational real estate. Go to ranchland.com to find the right agent for you. We'll be right back with We Live It to Know It. We Live It to Know It. Farm, ranch, recreational, and land property previews from Mason and Morse Ranch Company.
The Ute Pass Ranch offers a lot of amenities for today's recreation ranch buyer. It also has capability for agriculture operations in addition to its recreational capacity.
Ute Pass Ranch is on the market for the first time. The current owners have held this property for the past 65 years. They have been excellent stewards of the land. Ute Pass Ranch is conveniently located close to Colorado Springs, which has a great municipal airport.
The summit of the Ute Pass elevation is approximately 9,265 feet. The Ute Pass Ranch consists of approximately 2,400 acres, made up of primarily high elevation mountain terrain with various species of pine trees, aspen, and lush grasslands. The Ute Pass Ranch is in 2 parcels along Highway 24. The south parcel consists of approximately 595 acres and borders the Mueller State Park, giving it a tremendous amount of exclusivity and privacy. The south parcel has spectacular views of the west side of Pikes Peak. The property is a lush environment offering not only grassland for livestock and grazing, but also for a myriad of wildlife, including mule deer and elk. The The north parcel consists of approximately 1,803 acres, which is spectacular in the fact that it has live water creeks running through it, along with very private canyons that basically are otherwise inaccessible to the outside world. The Ute Pass Ranch has an older set of headquarters with a main home and several outbuildings. In fact, it has tremendous development potential as well as potential for conservation.
I'm an accredited land consultant and a land and ranch broker with Mason & Morse Ranch Company.
The most effective brokers are the ones who know the most about what they're selling.
Helping that buyer find that particular property that meets that dream that they've had in their heart.
They might be looking at country that they don't know anything about. Intuition is a huge thing.
Live it to know it.
I do live it to know it.
Mason & Morse Ranch Company agents live it to know it.
I live it to know it.
Thank you for watching Mason & Morse Ranch Company We Live It to Know It property previews. For more previews and information about our experienced brokers in real estate, farm, ranch, and land services, go to ranchland.com. Make sure to tune in next time for more previews of America's finest farms, ranches, and recreational land by Mason & Morse Ranch Company. We live it to know it.